To complete our course on kitchen crafts, we're going to be making a pot stand. Nothing could be easier than making a pot stand. What you're going to need is 2 pieces of fabric, 25 centimeters by 25. You can cut out a cardboard pattern or a newspaper pattern if you want to copy onto your fabric, and you're going to need 25 by 25 piece of foam that is 1 centimeter thick. You're also going to need your various sewing notions, scissors, ruler, cotton, a sewing machine, and then you're going to need a piece of binding which you'll cut 4 centimeters wide, and you're going to bind around the entire edge of your pot stand. Stitch around the entire edge of your pot stand. As you can see, we've used alternative color cotton so that you can see what we've done. And now what we're going to do is we're going to clip the edges to a rounded edge. We're going to match each one with the other so that we can have rounded edges on our pot stand rather than square edges, which makes it easier to put the binding on and looks more attractive. Most sewing machines come with a binding attachment these days. Attach your binding attachment and cut your binding 4 centimeters wide out of a stretch fabric. I say use a stretch fabric because then you do not have to cut your binding to the bias. If you're not using a stretch fabric, then I advise you to rather buy a ready-made binding that you can attach because it is already creased to the area that you need to attach to your pot stand. Now, put your binding right around your pot stand, and when you come to the edge, you've started it there, and now you're going to sew into the beginning edge. You're going to snip this off, and you're going to sew over that, leaving an attachment which you're going to loop over to hang your pot stand on a hook on the wall. Before attaching your binding to your pot stand, you can do a little decorative stitching. As you can see, we've done a cross stitch across the pot stand. You can be more adventurous and do more of a quilted effect if you like, or even follow the design of the fabric to make it stand out in a decorative fashion. The little edge that you've left on your binding, you can now turn over, and we're going to stitch that into a loop, forming a loop that we can then hang the pot stand on the wall. And there you have it, a decorative pot stand with a hook that you can attach to the wall. It makes a wonderful gift for anybody. It makes a very useful addition to your own home, and it's even something you could sew for profit for a market stall or as a business. For this pattern and other kitchen craft patterns, do visit our website at booklife.co.za and download not only the free patterns but print out all the instructions.